You don't charge for a quote, you charge for a service. And it's how you sell that service which actually engages the client even more. Because what it does is it creates value. I would suggest, and we have this on the portal, is that we can send you across a template, which is basically a service agreement and the next steps for your client. So what it does straight from the get-go is you're arriving to site, you're speaking to the client about their projects, they're running through all of the needs, the wants, the maybes. You're documenting all of this, you're receiving their plans, you're speaking to their architect, you're making that connection, and then you're like, cool. In order to follow through to the next steps, this is what our service agreement looks like. It's $2,500. It includes detailed scope of works to make sure that we're comparing apples to apples when it comes to your project, because we want to make sure that we're not leaving out any inclusions or exclusions, and we're making sure that you're getting the exact build that you want and that you desire. And what we find is when you're not getting a detailed quote with a detailed scope of works, inclusions and exclusions, is that people will turn up, you'll engage them because they might be a little bit more cost effective, but then you'll notice that your Velux skylight has been left out and so on and so on. So we want to make sure that we really nail that. Now, through that process, we're going to have direct communication together. So I'm going to set up a WhatsApp group chat, which will have yourself, your husband, and we can have the architect and the interior designer inside of that chat also, to make sure that we're not missing out on anything and we're all in line with the project. From there, we're going to meet up. We'll have an on-site meeting. We'll go through all your tapware, your fixtures, your fittings, etc. We'll make sure that they're perfect. I'll produce some 3D renders for you with the architect to make sure that you can kind of visually see how it all looks and how it presents. And so what we're doing is we're not, and this is the difference, we're not selling a quote, we're selling a service. And this is what it looks like to engage yourself, right? When you're valued for your time and when you're paid for your time, you actually start to perform more. You actually care. And that is the difference, right? And they see that, the clientele sees the massive value and the certainty that you're giving them. So they're like, oh, sweet. So through that entire process, not only do we get rewarded for it because we're actually paid for our time, but we're actually now creating more value and certainty and a relationship with the clientele.
Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer. So by the time we get to the end of it, if the price needs to be tweaked or certain fixtures and fittings need to be swapped out in order to achieve the desired outcome, which is the price 9 times out of 10, fantastic. We've already built that relationship and it's not like they're going to go anywhere else.